Now, it seems like just a couple of months ago, Paco Rabanne came out with Phantom. It was actually much longer than that. But here in the year 2023, we have the brand new installment to the series. This is Phantom Parfum. Just by the name alone, you can kind of anticipate this to be a stronger version of the original, maybe deeper, maybe richer, warmer, more sensual. There certainly have been a few changes in the note breakdown. I'm going to tell you all about this brand new release that I purchased from Macy's in just a little bit, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on the brand new Phantom Parfum by Paco Rabanne, a brand new fragrance, it's a flanker of the original Phantom. I do want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, reviews, top 10s, giveaways, unboxings, and so much more, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it, hit the bell icon, and of course give this video a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to me. Now, I purchased this bottle recently. I actually went to the Macy's in King of Prussia Mall in Pennsylvania. I had two wonderful sales associates, Sun and Florence. They're absolutely amazing. I'm going to leave their information down below. They were just super, super kind in assisting me to purchase this fragrance. And of course, I have the original Phantom. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't wear it that much. There's a lot of wonderful fragrances by Paco Rabanne. Of course, the 1 Million series is very popular. The Invictus series is very popular as well. But the original Phantom, it is this sort of lavender vanilla bomb, and the vanilla is very rich, smooth, creamy. It's on the sweeter side of things. Here we have a fragrance that actually incorporates a lot of other ingredients. There's rhubarb, there's citrus, there's vetiver. In addition to the vanilla, you have a little bit of tolu balsam, so it kind of makes it a little ambery in the dry down. There's geranium in the heart as well. It actually is an interesting improvement over the original as far as my personal tastes are concerned. In any case, I'm going to talk to you about the smell in just a second. Let's go ahead and start things off by taking a quick look at the presentation. So in the opening of this fragrance, you are certainly going to get the vanilla, right? So this is supposed to be like your olfactory wingman. If you've seen like the advertisement and the commercial for this fragrance, it's quite funny actually. So here you have a fragrance that is vanilla forward. And the impression that I got from the original all along is that it's meant for partying and clubbing and just being extroverted and being in a very sort of public situation where there's a lot of people and you're looking to attract. And the vanilla can certainly do that. I mean, vanilla is said to be an aphrodisiac after all. And there is vanilla in here, specifically ethyl vanillin. And there's a very large dose of it, and it actually smells really, really nice. The inclusion of the tolu balsam, and of course there's 3 perfumers that worked on this. You have Anfilippo, Juliette Caragiozoglu, and then you also have Dominic Ropion. I've actually worked with Dominic Ropion on a fragrance by Navitus Parfum called Ray Spirits. I'm the creative director for that fragrance, and I just love working with a lot of the people over at that fragrance house. Here you have a vanilla, lavender, geranium, and rhubarb fragrance. Now, the rhubarb note, in some fragrances, it can be a little bit on the vegetal side of things, a little herbaceous, a little culinary even perhaps. I always found rhubarb to be fresh and almost has like hints of strawberry to it. And you do get a little bit of that. You have the bergamot, the citrus fruits in the opening. That touch of rhubarb is really, really nice. And I think the 2 other ingredients that work hand in hand are the lavender and the geranium. Those are the ingredients that kind of give this fragrance the vibe that this is suited for a modern gentleman, right? This is not as playful, I would say, as the original. The original Phantom is a little bit more flirtatious, so it's a little more youthful, I suppose. This is a little more sophisticated, a little bit more dressed up, a little bit more refined, and typically that's what happens with a lot of these fragrances. Even on the Christian Dior side of things, you had the original Sauvage, which kind of smells like a gym scent, if we're being honest with you, very bright, fresh, the bergamot, black pepper, and box, and so on and so forth. And then the darker it gets, eau de parfum, parfum, and then elixir, it actually smells more mature, more grown up. And this is kind of what's happened with a lot of other fragrances, even from the house of Paco Rabanne. The original 1 million, people say it smells like bubblegum. And then you have 1 million Elixir, 1 million Royal, 1 million Privé, 1 million, all these other flankers. But one thing is for certain, they get darker and darker. And as they get darker, they get more mysterious, more mature, more enigmatic, more sophisticated. All of the above can be attributed to this fragrance. The thing that is uniting this flanker to the original is that vanilla. If you are a fan of the vanilla, if you like how sweet the original is, you're looking for some darker elements. I wouldn't say the vetiver does much in here, to be honest with you, but if you're looking for some darker elements, the Parfum version has them. If you're looking for an increase in longevity, about 1 to 2 hour increase, so this one is going to give you about 8 or 9 hours, you got it. So check this one out. I sampled it at Macy's. When I saw it behind the shelf, I said, oh, that's a new one. So I had to purchase it right away. Once again, a very special shout out to Sun and Florence. All of their information is going to be down below if you're interested in purchasing it on the phone or online, or if you live in the New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania area. Like I said, I purchased it from King of Prussia Mall, specifically the Macy's, but I do think it's a solid release. You have to be a fan of the original though. If you like the way that the vanilla is being done and expressed and utilized in the original, here you're going to get a darker expression of that. Is this my favorite Paco Rabanne fragrance? I don't think it is. There are a lot of Invictus flankers that I do enjoy. Invictus Victory Elixir is one that I really do like. I actually also really enjoy a lot of the 1 million flankers, and of course Paco Rabanne has some other great fragrances like Ultra Red, so on and so forth. So this is one that I am going to wear. I'm just going to wait until the autumn because I think the cold weather is really the best time for me to wear this one, specifically fall and winter. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, this is a fairly unique fragrance, all things considered. It kind of goes in the vein of a lot of modern sweet men's fragrances. However, this does possess that vanilla DNA that the original has with the lavender, so on and so forth. So if you can imagine a darker, more mysterious, more grown-up version of the original, that's essentially what you're going to get here. Overall smell, very mass appealing. You're not going to offend anybody. And this is a compliment getter as far as I'm concerned. In terms of the longevity, 8 to 9 hours. Projection was great for the first hour of application. It radiated within an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 6, a skin scent right around hour 8 or 9. Versatility, masculine leaning, great for somebody who is a little bit on the younger side of things just because of that sweetness. Perfect for the colder weather. You can wear this one casually or dressed up. In terms of an office environment, I would probably look for something where the sweetness is dialed back a little bit. So I probably wouldn't wear this to work or in an office setting, but partying, clubbing, going to the bar, so on and so forth. I think it's perfect. And in terms of the presentation, well, it's kind of kitschy. That's what you could expect from Paco Rabanne and Moschino and a lot of other brands. But my final verdict on this fragrance is, I think it's solid. You just have to be a fan of the original. It's not my favorite release by Paco Rabanne. I do think it's an improvement over the original, and I like how it took it in a darker, more mysterious, more grown-up and sophisticated direction, while still retaining that level of sweetness that is to be found in the original. Guys and gals, thank you so much for joining me today. That was my review of the brand new Phantom Parfum, which does not look like a phantom, it looks like a robot, so I don't get the correlation there, but thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again so much for watching. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye.